So week 7.
It's here, baby. It's it. We're down to the playoffs.
Yep. 4 teams have already clinched from last week, and we have 4 new teams that are clinching this week. And one of them was decided by none other than
Me, I'm super fly, super duper fly.
the Atlanta Phoenix and Washington Prodigy's game was called off by rain. So it ends in a tie, 0-0 tie.
Me, I'm super
The Phoenix qualified for the playoffs. They finished their season 3-2-1. So they're the first team that we're gonna crown as one of our last 4.
I'm amazed at how time has just flown by. 7 weeks.
Yeah.
7 weeks.
Another team that made the playoffs on the victory was the Kansas City Glory.
Oh,
They beat the Mambas 19-0.
Damn.
And they finished 4-2.
W's.
Yeah. So
Doesn't it suck when 2 of your players play each other?
yeah, I know. That's kind of a
You get half the scoring, really.
Yep. And then the third playoff team that we're going to mention is actually finished with a 3-way tie.
Ooh,
with 2
I
other
love
teams.
3 ways.
Yeah. Denver Bandits finished 3-3, and they made the playoffs.
Hey! All right.
So, yeah. And then probably the most exciting game of the weekend was the one we talked about last week is the potential game of the week.
Oh, yeah,
It was Seattle and Las Vegas.
Yeah. Come on, give me your thoughts on it.
Yeah, the Vegas Silver
'Cause
Stars.
I blacked out.
Yeah.
I got ready to watch it, and I blacked out.
Adriana Gutierrez has 161 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, 46 points for the Vegas on their OWs.
Mhm.
And that was trounced by Seattle's OWs. The final score of this game was 43-28. Yeah.
Oh,
So Seattle
damn.
kicked butt.
They both lost 5 points.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, on defense. Yeah. They both -5 points on defense for sure.
If we had them, but we okay. You're right. That's on Dick Street.
But the OWs for Seattle, your OWs, Jasmine Rambo,
Woo! Rambo!
200 yards rushing and a touchdown. 52-yard rush was their long.
Okay.
And then our MVP of the week, bam, Andrea Lee,
Oh man,
122 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns.
Damn.
So
She
she
got
contributed 3 touchdowns to that 43-point.
Wait, I knew that.
Yeah, 43-28. Andrea Lee had 3 touchdowns. Jasmine had 1 touchdown. And so their score total was 58. And then Andrea Lee's 10-point bonus for MVP
68
jumps them up to 68.
Damn.
Yeah. That's our 4th playoff spot.
All right.
So, yeah, that's
Seattle.
Seattle will face off against the Texas Elite Spartans in the Western Conference playoffs.
Oh.
And coming up right after this, we're going to do a pick 'em.
Oh.
We're going to pick our
Yeah, let's get that out
winners.
of the way before we talk any more business about who did what.
Absolutely.
Because right now I'm on a Majestic's high, so I'm going to pick them all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Or will I?
I am Jax. I am Jax, childcare facilitarian. Everything your child needs to grow with their potential and flourish in the future. I am Jax, childcare facilitarian.
Bruh, these babies are gonna fight. It's a club, sweet. A club for badass babies. Oh, look at that. Ooh, gross, bruh. You gotta see this shit. Hit that jingle.
Baby Fight Club. Yeah.
All right, playoff pick 'em challenge.
Woo!
We've got a quarterfinal round. There's 8 teams that made the playoffs.
Okay, I got them listed right here.
I'm gonna go through the rules real quick.
All right,
So
cool.
quarterfinal round, we've got 4 games. If you pick that game right, 10 points.
Oh, okay.
And then the second round, if you pick those games right, 20 points. And then if you pick the 9 cup champion correctly, 50-point bonus.
What?
And then you can put 1 motherfucking lock on a team, on a pick of yours, and it'll double the pick. It'll double the points you get if you pick a 1 or 2 seed and you put a motherfucking lock on 1 or 2 seed. But if you put your motherfucking lock on a 3 or 4 seed, it'll triple the points. So if you pick a 3 or 4 seed to win the championship and you put a motherfucking lock on that, it'll be 150 points.
See, that's
a huge step though. That's a big kind of gamble. But
I'm not
so you
prepared.
gotta decide where you want to put your motherfucking lock. I think
I
I'm gonna.
have
I'm,
to-
I think
I
I'm gonna
have
go
to
safe with mine. Maybe
Yeah.
in the second round, but a team that's likely to win that. I think that's where I'm going with that myself.
Okay. Yeah. I think who I picked as my overall winner is going to be in the top 2, no matter what. So
Okay,
I-
so you
I'm gonna
might pick
play
that
it.
semifinal
Yeah.
win for them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. You want to do Western Conference first or Eastern Conference first?
Eastern. Let's go with the Sun.
The Eastern, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Eastern 1 seed Mississippi Panthers, 6-0, kicked ass all year long. 5 of their 6 wins are against other playoff teams. They've defeated the other 3 teams in the Eastern Conference and the other
wait.
3 playoff teams, and then 2 playoff teams from the Western Conference too.
I was getting really nervous because you were making them sound really good.
Yeah, Mississippi is juggernaut. They were the runner up in the 9 Cup last year, so they're a very good, solid option. So Mississippi are facing off against Kansas City.
What was their record for the year?
Kansas City was 4-2.
4-2.
Yeah. So pretty good. Their 2 losses were against 2 teams that made the playoffs. The other game is that game that got rained out. They're just gonna run it back.
I
So
can't
Washington
stand the rain.
and Atlanta will play a first round playoff game there in Jackson. That's the 2 and 3 seeds. So you got Mississippi, Kansas City, Washington, Atlanta. I'm going Mississippi, and I'm gonna go Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I agree with you on the Mississippi.
Yeah, they've just been too good this year.
Especially
lose
after
that
what
first
you
round
just
playoff.
said about them.
Yeah.
I hope that's still in the edit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But then I have been really proud of my Dick Street.
Yeah, the Washington Prodigy.
And so I chose them over Atlanta.
Mhm.
Now you used the Falcons earlier in the season.
Yep.
And
Phoenix.
so you have some oomph with them.
Yeah.
But I have that same with Prodigy. So that's the game I think we should watch.
And then in the Western Conference, we got the number 1 seed, 6-0 San Diego, facing off against the Denver Bandits. And then the number 2 seed, Texas Elite Spartans, facing off against the Seattle Majestics. So you go ahead and what are your score? What are your picks here?
All right. Oh, damn. Because I've been with Denver a lot this season.
Yeah.
Like over half the season. Just like I picked the Panthers in the Eastern Conference, I'm picking San Diego. I hate that I'm picking your 2 quarterback teams,
Yeah.
but this is separate. This is separate from that.
Mhm.
We'll get to who won that later. We haven't added it up yet. There's a lot of numbers. But okay. So long story longer. San Diego.
Okay. And then Texas and Seattle.
Oh, on that one. Yes. Seattle.
Whoa. Big upset.
I hope they can put in a graphic there.
Yeah.
Editing.
Editor
Yeah.
sucks. Who
Yeah.
knows? We'll see what he can do.
We'll see.
Or they can do.
Sven,
So,
can you do that?
okay.
He says he can.
So you got an upset pick for your 2-3. I'm going to go chalk. I'm doing San Diego, Texas.
Oh,
The high seeds on both of those.
All right, so we kind of have 2 games that are the only ones where we're like up against each other.
Yeah.
All right, so then do we move on to it, or is that
Yeah.
next?
Do you want to jump up to the next round, the semifinal round?
Let's see. I guess this would be. Oh yeah. Okay. So back at the Eastern, we've went around the globe.
Yep.
All right.
Mississippi. And
Versus
then
Prodigy.
now you have the Prodigy. I've got Atlanta as their opponent.
Mississippi.
Yeah, I picked Mississippi as well. And that's where I'm going to put my motherfucking lock.
Oh yeah.
Is right there on Mississippi winning, going to the 9 Cup. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm going to say Mississippi is going to the 9 Cup.
Okay.
For sure.
And man, the way you were talking about them a minute ago, I feel that way too now.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
you really sold them on me.
when I look at that,
I've already made my choice, and I'm going to stick with it.
Yep.
But
they beat the Mambas, and then their other 5 teams
everybody
are
did.
playoff teams.
All right. Enough drama. Let me tell you my pick.
Okay.
All right. So I think the Panthers will also.
Okay.
But
But on the
that's
other
not my
side, you
lock.
had San Diego and Seattle.
All right. I choose San Diego
Okay.
over my Seattle. Which I love you guys, but we're picking winners.
Got to win the game. So you're going San Diego.
I feel really bad saying that.
So you're doing Rebellion versus Mississippi in the 9 Cup.
And not only
Ooh.
that, I'm locking down Rebellion.
You're putting a motherfucking lock on
I'm
the
putting a
Rebellion.
lock on Rebellion.
All right. Well, I am going to go with Texas Elite Spartans defeating the Rebellion and doing a 9 Cup rematch from last year.
Oh, shit.
Didn't go so hot for Mississippi last year,
I could see that happen.
but I've got a feeling that it's
This
going to be
year.
a different.
They want a rematch.
Yeah,
Oh,
they got
man.
that narrow victory earlier in the year, 14-15. But Texas kind of really outplayed them. I would have to say, but I think in the 9 Cup, Mississippi is going to get the upset. Well, I
Okay.
guess it's not an upset because they're higher seeded, but Mississippi is going to win the 9 Cup. That's my pick. I'm going to say 24-21.
Ooh, okay. See, I chose San Diego will take it in the end.
Okay.
And because the Spartans, they are elite.
Yeah.
But they've had some transitional issues.
And you picked them for an upset, like a first round upset, which is kind of where you would see them fall, is like a surprise upset, because
That's
once
true.
the further
I
they
did do
get,
that.
the harder it's going to be to beat them,
That's true.
because once they get
Like
to
Mississippi.
once Mississippi, I mean they've been a snowball just rolling down the hill all year long.
MISSISSIPPI.
Yeah.
I have to say it that way. All right, but by final score, you know when you watch the Super Bowl and you think it's going to be this crazy scoring game?
Yep.
No, the crazy scoring games happen when one team is awesome and one team sucks.
Yeah.
But when they're both champions of their field,
Oh.
it doesn't get very far.
Iron
Nobody
sharpens
scores,
iron.
nobody scores, nobody scores, nobody scores. And then it's all relying on the kicker.
Yep.
So I gave it more of a final score of a low score. 17 to San Diego, 6 to the Panthers.
Okay. Wow. All right.
I don't know.
Hey, it's just a guess.
Yeah, we're just guessing.
Because the way the playoffs are, it's kind of interesting. The first round, they play the first game on Thursday and the second game on a Saturday.
Nice.
So it's like a much faster turnaround than they did
That's
all season
nice.
long. And then,
let's see if they get the stats out.
yeah.
That's quick. I guess we don't need the stats, though.
Yeah, we're not going to do the fantasy.
We're just doing
for-
which. Oh, I guess we should get to that part. We got.
we have to do our results
Yeah.
and see who won
Oh man,
won the season
'Cause
trophy.
we're tied 3-3 right now.
Yeah.
It started with a sketch. What came next can only be described as luxury meets functionality, or futurality. Fucks your reality, a car unlike any car built before or after Malpoters presents the Homer. Powerful like a gorilla, yet soft and yielding like a Nerf ball. Some things are so snazzy that they never go out of style, like tail fins and bubble domes and shag carpeting. A separate soundproof bubble dome for kids, with optional restraints and muzzles, an engine that will make people think the world is coming to an end, gigantic cup holders.
Before we go to our scores, I'm going to mention 2 of our secondary MVPs. We got from the Utah Falcons, a defensive player, Nene Bland, 3 interceptions and a pick 9.
Damn.
So
Okay.
contributed scoring points
That's a lot of
in a
points.
winning effort. They won 39-0.
Damn.
So they went out on their shield when they
Yeah.
didn't quite make the playoffs. And then also the Tennessee Trojans won big in their game, 32-8. And Tessa Ortiz Marsh, their quarterback, was
Okay.
one of our MVPs.
All right.
So of the 16 teams in the league, our MVPs represented 12 teams. That was our list: Ken Gabriel, Maria Futali, Melise Brown, Ashanti Broxy, Deja Scott, Destiny Yarbrough, and this week's Andrelia Lee.
Andrea Lee.
Those are our MVPs for the season.
I was really impressed by her numbers this week.
Yeah.
I
So-
got excited because I got to add them to my score.
I know, yeah, exactly.
That's why I loved them.
Yeah, I know. A 68 for Seattle is crazy. It was like really good. Okay, so we're going to tally up our scores.
All
I go first.
You go first.
So-
you won last week.
Yeah.
I think.
Or you did by 1 point last
well,
week.
you bought sandwiches.
Yeah, same thing. So
I tried to hold that longer.
my quarterbacks, I had the Mississippi and San Diego, and they both went 6-0 this season. So win bonus for both of them all season long. Melise Brown with Mississippi got 20. Danny Trainer got 17 points. Solid scores for both of them. Houston Mambas, they lost. They got shut out, but they got 11 points. And then the Kansas City Glory, they won 19-0. And both of their OWs, Maria Fatali, one of our MVPs, and Mariella Alexander, both got touchdowns.
Ooh. And Dick Street.
Yeah, it was the Oregon Ravens.
You didn't want to bring it up. You were
Yeah.
trying to skip it.
They lost 39-0, and they didn't register any stats, so -5.
-5.
Yeah,
You
the
know
worst
what?
worst score defense
We
can
don't
get.
do final scores in the negatives, so it's just 0.
Oh, okay, sounds good. So
Is that fair?
so that being 0, my score is 75.
All right. My turn. I got quarterbacks. Denver Bandits.
Victoria Nichols threw a pick, didn't win. So
It canceled all the scoring. They had a great game, but all the scoring metrics caused me to end up with 0.
0 points for
0 points.
Miss Nichols. But Nashi Catrone with Kansas City got a touchdown and won 17 points.
Yep, that's what I
So,
got. 17.
solid.
Yeah. All right. Let's go over to Dick Street because I like to do them next. I always do them next. My prodigy.
Okay. I added the point differential. Their final score was technically 0-0. So during the game they got an interception and 2 sacks, but then the game got called off somewhere in the middle of it. I'm not exactly sure where.
That's
but I
cool.
gave them the 10 points for a 0 point.
I didn't
differential.
even think about that when I saw that it was 0-0.
I know,
I was
yeah.
like,
I debated on giving it 4 as well. But since we did the 5-point bonus for mine,
now it
we'll
works.
do the same for you.
All right,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
works. Yeah. Okay.
So
14.
that plus the Washington offensive weapon for not Washington, that's Utah.
Falcons.
Madeline Murphy
Yeah, you
and
got
Gina
it.
Magana. Both had touchdowns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Madeline both rushing. So 25 points for the two of them.
All right, I got 25 too on them. My math doesn't add up, but I have that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we got there. We got Wayside Stories. All right, so who's the winner here?
Okay, so you got your Utah offensive weapon 25,
Woo.
Washington Dick Street 14, and
Yeah.
your quarterback got 17. That's a total of 56.
I'm good with that.
And so my
56.
score was 75. So
Woo! Yeah!
Wait a minute.
We are the champions.
You forgot about Seattle.
What?
You didn't add my Seattle score. What's my Seattle score? Let me have that.
No.
Woo!
Oh, man.
What is it?
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
56 plus 68 is 124.
What? Say that one more time.
75 to 124.
We are the champions, folks. Sing it in your heads. Here we are. Woo! Champion. Veris Ludo Pila. Veris Ludo Pila.
Pila.
Yeah.